Rachel, I knew you were the one in a week.
Hopefully I don't like jump out of my shoes. She's light enough on her feet. Could happen.
We all have this idea of true love. We all get inspired from it different ways. It could be movies or maybe a Shakespearean poem. Rachel and Dan are this human walking billboard for it. In this whole world, they found their absolute best friend in each other. And I think that's what makes today is such a beautiful moment that it is. A house is only as strong as its foundation, and the same could be said about any relationship. The foundation and bond that these two have as friends, and as of today, husband and wife, can only be described as what I think is soulmates.
Dan, from the very beginning, you have been the most loyal friend that I have ever had. We enjoyed 2 years of friendship before we began dating, and I believe that those years set a foundation for the easy and natural love that we have shared for the past 7 years. Having you in my life allows me to reach for goals that would otherwise seem daunting. No matter what happens, I know everything will be okay because we'll figure it out together. I have never met a person who is as reliable and empathetic as you, and I consider myself very lucky to have you all to myself.
Years went by and I got to see what you guys built together, surviving long distance, moving in together, making big life choices together. And the two of you guys have the exact same types of inside jokes that Dan and I always had that only made sense to the two of us. Dan once told me at a restaurant that every time he orders mozzarella sticks, he takes a picture of them and sends it to you, because that's just what the two of you do.
Now after nearly 10 years and many sports facts later, I know I was right about that mozzarella stick eating man being the perfect partner for Rachel, and that Dan is everything Emily and I could have hoped for in a brother.
Thanks.
You look nice. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Rachel, I've hoped this day would come almost since the day I met you. I love you for how smart you are. I love you for your sense of humor. I love you for how hard you work. And I love you for how much your actions match what you know is right. You inspire me to work harder. You inspire me to have a more open mind. You inspire me to make myself and the world around me better. And you inspire me to reach better places than I ever could reach by myself.
Jess and I have both had the opportunity to live together with the happy couple in Boston. And we know that Dan is a kind, very hardworking, thoughtful individual. Jess and I both believe that Rachel should be with somebody amazing. And after seeing it firsthand, I think Jess and I both know, without a truth booth, that Dan and Rachel are a perfect match.
Rachel and Dan invited me to a Sox game, and we sat out in the center field bleachers, and we watched David Ortiz's last game. And I don't know if everybody remembers that, but after the other teams went out, the whole crowd stayed, and we cheered for David Ortiz to come back. And after about 40 minutes, he came out, he cried, we cheered. It was one of the most memorable experiences of my whole life. And I thought about it, I would have never gone to that. I would have thought, I want to go to that, but I would have never gone to it if it wasn't for Dan. So I really appreciate that moment. I think it's something we'll all remember.
May the two of you always find time to make these new little traditions that only matter to the two of you.
Congratulations to the happy couple. Everyone's so happy to be here celebrating with you.
Here's to the wonderful couple, Dan and Rachel.
It is now my great honor, by the power vested in me by the state of Massachusetts, to pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the groom.